Our next test that we're going to be doing is height. Okay, we're going to be using a stadiometer today. The important thing with height is we need to make sure that we get our client centered on the stadiometer with their heels together right back against the stand. It's also important that we get the client to take their shoes off because we don't want them to have any sort of additional height that's going to give them a false reading. Now, once they're on the stadiometer, we then need to make sure that we've got their head in the correct position. And that involves us adjusting the head position so that the crown is actually elevated. That's the tallest part of our body. To do that, I need to get Andrew into a position called the Frankfurt plane, and that lines a bump on his ear up with the bottom orbit of his eye. Okay, so we'll get Andrew into that position now. So Andrew, I'll just ask you to stand nice and still. I'll give you a direction to move your chin up or down until I get you into that position. So I just use a pen as my horizontal. And Andrew, if you can lower your chin towards your chest for me, a little bit further, and hold that. Now I move the stadiometer down to the top of Andrew's head, and he can now step away. Now that I've measured Andrew's height, it's important that I actually read the height correctly, and that involves me making sure that my eye line is in line with that actual height. And that is 178.5 centimetres tall. If you look at this on an angle, you won't get the correct height because it'll read differently on the scale.